Tour boat companies are speaking up in the wake of 3 LNG pipelines in the works. Channel 5's Jennifer Carpenter joined a business owner out on the water today to get her perspective.
This is the view.
Good morning!
From the office.
Oh, it is. It's absolutely amazing.
The water is glassy and calm. A beautiful day for a boat ride.
This is home to 250 to 300 dolphins. We have over 17 babies in the bay right now.
Captain Heather Lacey and Captain Paul Stye run Fins to Feathers, a tour boat company out of Port Isabel. They rely on Texas's Gulf Coast tourism to survive.
We need more tourists, and the more coastline that you take away and the more stuff that you take away from them, we're going to lose the tourists, and this is a tourist city.
Besides the tourism and habitats for wildlife, business along the coastline may soon diversify, with the construction of 3 liquefied natural gas pipelines in the works along the Brownsville shipping channel.
Texas has a lot of coastline that's donated to oil and gas, and we need more coastline that's dedicated to the animals, and that's a safe place for them to live because they're running out of places.
That's a concern for Lacey. She says they're already seeing an uptick in boating traffic with the construction of a natural gas pipeline transporting to Mexico.
It's destroying the grassland, and that ultimately it's going to impact the fish and then ultimately our dolphins.
Texas LNG, Rio Grande LNG, and Innova LNG are all in the process of getting approved by the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, or FERC. If approved, they'll build along the Brownsville shipping channel. Environmental impact statements are under development. Recently, Cameron County approved a Chapter 312 tax abatement with Rio Grande LNG once they're established. Only Texas LNG responded to our requests for information. Project Director Dave Glessner tells us there will be dredging to make room for tankers running 39 feet deep. In a statement, Glessner says, quote, Texas LNG will add 1 every 5 to 6 days when the facility is fully operational. The LNG carriers will take about 1 hour to transit through the jetties to Texas LNG. Boats outside the channel, for example in Laguna Madre or South Bay, can remain in their location until the LNG carrier passes by. He also says some construction equipment will travel along the water. That work will allow for an average of 600 construction jobs that Glessner says Texas LNG intends to hire locally. And while these local boaters welcome the new jobs, they want to make sure there are no unintended consequences under the water's glassy surface.
And that's how we survive. That's how, introducing you to the dolphins and the birds, and that's the magic. That's what we try to emphasize. This is the magic of our home, and if you take the magic away, then there'll be nothing for them.
Texas LNG's representative says multiple agencies will review the project for environmental impact, including the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, the National Park Service, and National Marine Fisheries. In Port Isabel, Jennifer Carpenter, Channel 5 News.
We asked Glessner if the market for LNG is good enough to warrant 3 facilities in the same port. This is a Channel 5 News Extra. Glessner tells us there's too much of a supply in LNG, but that long-term expectations are for a shortage by the year 2021. That's when they hope to be operational. If you'd like to read the documents submitted by all 3 companies, you'll find a link to that information on our website at krgv.com.